Hello, everyone.
I feel like we're out of breath.
Both got a drink. Got a drink.
Got to stay lubricated
Mm-hmm.
in the mouth,
Yes.
but not too lubricated.
No, you don't want to be spitty.
You're cute. You got like
You're
a little little lock of hair that's like
over here.
Yeah, it's just like it was like pinging out like a little wannabe horn or something.
Probably from my eye. What's it called? Blindfold? That's what it's called. Oh my gosh. It's called a blindfold.
Don't talk about that here.
Oh.
Stuff.
Yeah. No, I sleep.
Just kidding.
I sleep with a blindfold.
Because he likes to be confused when he wakes up in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Just adds a little cool little something.
No, my eyes will open while I sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's super cool.
Mm-hmm. I think it's your left eye that doesn't close properly.
My left eye doesn't close all the way.
It's like it's not shaped properly or something. Well, you know better than I.
I don't really know why. Mm-hmm. It could be from the styes from Charlie, or it could just be...
Yeah, but you've always had, I think, one eye, at least, that hasn't closed properly. Because you told me that story about Lucy.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was that.
Blame it on my dog. I mean, I know a good part of it is my dog, but
it probably doesn't help.
Your origin story of the eyes doesn't include Charlie.
Yeah. Well, I was at E-Man's old house, and his sister Lucy was there. And she was just like on the computer, looking up videos or something, just hanging out, and I was asleep on Emmanuel's bed. But apparently I was staring at her, because she was like... I just remember waking up to her kind of screaming like, ew, Brandon.
Like she thought you were giving her the eye, like, she thought I was come hither.
She thought I was just staring at her, I think.
Oh. Maybe she thought you were dead.
Because I think I was just like this.
Maybe she thought you were dead.
And she was just creeped out by it.
Yeah, but I mean, your eyes don't open that. They don't stay that
So
way.
I was like this.
Yeah. But
staring at her,
creepy.
apparently.
Staring at me.
And yeah.
Menacingly.
And so I woke up to, ew, Brandon.
That's so mean. I mean, she seems like a nice person. I don't know her that well, but when you tell that story, I'm just like, aw.
Yeah.
Ew, you're disgusting.
Uh-huh. So now I wear, I forgot already.
An eye patch?
A blindfold.
Eye cover. But it's not really it's an eye cover.
A sleeping mask.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a sleeping mask.
We got there in the end.
My gosh. Because I don't want my eyes to dry out.
Smart. Get off of me. Stupid coveralls, just like tickling my bare arm.
We're in the closet, and my coveralls are tickling.
Mm-hmm. They just getting a little friendly. Saying, get off of me.
Hey, how you doing? Hey.
Not interested in a relationship.
In my dirty coveralls.
Mm-hmm. Dirty? Why are they in the closet if they're dirty?
They're probably clean.
Oh.
But they look dirty. Look at them.
Yeah, well, they're just stained anyway from all the hard working you were doing. Yeah, so he wears an sleep mask thing.
Sleep mask, yeah.
To help keep his eyes closed so they don't get gunky.
No, so they don't dry.
Oh. Well, also don't they get gunkier?
Because if your eyeballs dry out, it can like really mess your eyeballs up. So they have to stay closed and moist.
Mm-hmm. Have you gotten used to sleeping with it?
They gotta stay moist.
Oh, God. Okay.
A little bit of ASMR.
Oh, yeah, that's totally what that was. Like someone's nightmare. My nightmare.
Someone's. Mine.
I don't hate the word moist, but that kind of stuff I do. I'm not into that.
Having someone go...
Like if I know it's a joke, it's okay. But if you're just like someone who's kind of spitty, it's like,
yeah.
Here, have some water. Have a thimble full of water.
A thimble? Thimbles have holes in them, usually.
I know. It's like a thing. Thimble full of... No, wait. Anyway, never mind. It's a thing. Trust me.
Anyway, never mind.
I think it's just to...
I've never lied to you before, have I?
It's a very small amount.
Frequently? Oh, okay. Sorry, what?
Yeah.
to indicate a small amount
so
of
have
liquid.
yeah, exactly. But it is a bad way to do that.
Or if you'd like to
Just
hold
here.
one grape.
What?
Because it could hold one grape.
Could it? Oh. Have you ever held a thimble? What kind of grape?
Don't thimbles fit over your fingers? They can fit over your
Like
thumb.
probably your. Oh yeah, because it protects you from
thimbles. Thumb thimbles.
Is it from when you're sewing so you don't poke yourself or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clearly, I've never sewn.
Yeah, I think you can have.
I mean, I have. I can hem pants like a mofo, but I don't need a
humble brag much.
It's the only thing I can sew. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Except for discontent.
You can sew discontent?
But it's like, I think...
So you can make me discontent?
Yeah. Well, I feel like sew is like across the masses. Like you're sowing discontent. You're like, you're spreading it. Like if I was going around the office, like, don't you hate that, like, you know, we don't get paid more or...
Yeah, like paying it forward in a negative way.
Exactly. I feel like that's so... I feel like sowing discontent is usually not in relation to one person. That's just being a downer. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
I have these perceptions?
Misconceptions?
No, not necessarily. of what
misconception
things mean. And then I just go with them.
What are you wiping off?
My hands are like clammy. It's humid
You're just
or something.
Wiping your hands
it's
off
a towel.
On the mic
it's
towel.
It's a towel.
But it's... it's a towel. It's a towel.
Well, you just like... It was like you're getting that the one thing, the first thing you should go to wipe your hands is this thing that I have. I know it offends you because it's the mic towel, but my hands are clammy.
Sweaty.
I don't know why. So I wondered why I kind of woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
Like literally? No, you woke up on the right side of the bed. Because I woke up on the right side of the bed.
Boo. Hiss.
Hiss?
Boo hiss. Yes. Oh my gosh. It's
what
like...
is hiss?
Because you're so young.
I thought it was just boo.
I think in the olden days, they would boo and hiss. So it's like when you
like
probably
how?
hear older people say boo hiss. But they just say the word instead of... I don't know. Maybe like in the actual crowd.
They go...
But there was a lot of exchange of saliva, so they just stuck with boo. You know, they just went to that. But yeah, you've never heard that before? You never boo hiss?
I may have, but I don't remember.
But not really.
I've heard
just trying to make me feel better. Yeah. Okay.
Plenty of times.
We'll look it up.
You get my joke?
Oh, because you're...
Self-deprecating.
Self-deprecating?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I like it when you missay words. Even though I think it's often on purpose. Because it just...
That time it was. It usually is not on purpose.
I think it's because you don't drink a lot of caffeine.
My brain can't keep up with my flapper.
Yeah. Maybe. I feel like you're not...
Just the silence.
I think you're not artificially stimulated or like, you know, you're not stressed out. I mean, I know you get stressed out about things, but you don't operate on that kind of manic level that I think sometimes I and other people do. So you just like take your time and no, I will speak at this level because it's a free country. This is a free closet, man. Oh, that was cool. And so we can hear things like that. Crackly toes. Crackly toes, nobody knows.
Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay?
No, but what were we saying before that? Like we keep jumping, which is usually just... What were we talking about? Oh, my hands were clammy. Okay, so I figuratively woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Oh, yeah.
I think...
Wow.
Yeah. It
we
was
got
like
far from
miles.
That one. Holy smokes.
But I'm thinking because it was like, it's humid today. Like, I was looking at the forecast and it's not going to rain, I don't think, unless it's changed. But it was going to be cloudy for a few days. And then, stop looking at my hands.
She's gesturing.
I'm gestating.
She's
a xenomorph.
She's gesturing with her hands.
Is
so
that...
it's fine.
Again, this is a free closet.
I know.
Free expression.
It's fine. I just glanced at your hands and you got all
You were very like... I don't know.
No, my eyes just darted down to them.
It just makes me think of that guy we were watching who was giving like a tutorial on something, and he just was doing these like rote like hand gestures. Like he knew that you should use hand gestures, but didn't realize that like they kind of need to be appropriate or like not used all the time, and just like to emphasize points.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you were looking at my hands, because I was just like,
no, you were. It was fine.
Or you thought I was holding like a loaf of bread or like a pie,
and
you were like,
no, not that at all.
Anyway,
but yeah, I do remember that video of the guy.
I think we
gesturing.
both. A lot of times we both like realize things or hit on things at the same time, and then kind of look at each other, which kind of ruins the experience of the video, because it's like, that was so cringy. Like that acting was really poor, or that annoying thing that this person does. We just noticed like someone snorting, like that guy on SNL. Like,
oh my gosh, that guy on SNL.
Damn it! Now that guy is ruined for us.
Oh, it's so bad.
I mean, it's bad enough you have to live with it at home, but yeah.
Snorting your boogers.
His are really juicy too. Like, I feel like mine are not that juicy. In the middle of a sketch.
That just gave me the shivers.
I mean, at least in a movie they can say like cut. I don't know if they do that on SNL, or if it's like
I don't think they can.
Yeah, I don't know.
Although I don't actually
well,
know.
Because like on Seinfeld, I mean, it's like, okay,
Seinfeld's not live.
Yeah. No, I mean,
it's filmed in front of a live studio audience, but it's not live.
So SNL is broadcast live completely. Oh yeah, otherwise they would cut every time they broke. That's true. That was I'm so ashamed.
Don't be.
I'm just kidding.
Whoa. Take it easy.
So back to that thing we were just talking about.
Sorry, I'll just shut up.
No.
No,
this interplay is good.
Because we keep losing sight of your story.
Well, it's a super interesting topic, which is why it keeps getting segued into something else. It just feels very humid today, and I think like sometimes, that was wet. I think subtly or not so subtly, the pressure maybe, because sometimes maybe humidity means high pressure or low pressure. I don't fucking know.
I feel it.
That was really funny.
What happened?
Just because you were looking straight ahead. You were looking straight ahead. I feel it.
into the 1 foot away distance that is a wall.
There's like 2 here.
Oh my gosh,
I'm sorry.
The hair splittingest.
I'm sorry. I don't know where that comes from. Anyway, let me finish this because I feel like it's a challenge now. Finish this train of thought, Swango.
Uh-huh.
Humidity. I think it has a subtle or not so subtle effect on my mood. So I woke up and it must have made me hot, because when that heater kicked on, I was like, what the F? It is not that hot. So I jumped up to turn it off. And because I was having crazy dreams already. I had all kinds of crazy dreams last night. And I was like, I kind of have cut back on my caffeine in the last couple days. I was getting to the point, it's kind of weird. Because, I'll get up and I'll have my coffee, but it's like a third calf, right? And at the most, I'll have 2 cups of third calf coffee.
I don't think it takes much for you.
I know. It really, not anymore. I think now also that I've cut back a lot. But I do rely on it. So like if I don't have that in the morning, I will get like a headache probably. But then I think I started making a habit at like 1 or 2 or 3, like somewhere in that window, like after lunch, hitting a wall a little bit, especially working from home. I don't know why I'm doing that. Where I would have my PG tips, which
she says she doesn't know why she's gesturing so much with her hands suddenly.
Because I only had 1 cup of third calf coffee today. But maybe the running up and down the stairs.
Maybe you just need to smell some coffee, and that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll probably. It just like hooks its little tendrils into my brain, and like, good. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
something like that, or something less crazy.
So I got to the point where in the afternoon I was having PG tips, which if you are a black tea or you're an Anglophile, like PG tips, I think is the best English tea to drink with honey and milk or sugar and milk. Oh my God, it's so good. Biscuits. And when I first
it's just the tips of the leaves or something.
Is it?
That's why they call it PG
just
tips.
Just the tip.
Because it's just
How dare you? Don't undermine me in front of the listeners.
In front of our vast
someday
audience.
It will be. Maybe. I'll be thrilled if we get like 100. I don't know. 50. But it's so good.
Subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.
That should be our new thing.
Hit that bell.
No,
There
but
we go.
seriously, hit the goddamn bell, because if you don't hit the bell, you don't get the notifications.
This is the dumbest design.
Yeah.
So you can subscribe to a channel and not see any of their content. Oh, good lord. Content. Let me just take it slower.
Yeah. Don't feel rushed.
Where was I? And not see any of their content because you didn't hit the bell.
Mm. It's frustrating. It has to be frustrating for established YouTubers, especially maybe if you're not like super established and you're really trying to climb with the numbers, and then they fucking change the format up on you, and you finally trained listeners, viewers to subscribe and to like. Does it look like I'm grabbing a boob? But you've trained people, like you kind of told me, like you have to hit the like, you have, you really should subscribe if you like people, like, and hitting the like helps. And with my yoga video, Yoga with Cassandra, I like every time I do a video,
I think the like just helps their morale.
Oh, really? So it's just the view regardless. I don't know, because I feel like they really hit on like the like.
Well, I don't know their algorithms.
Yeah.
I don't even think YouTubes that are deep into it know the algorithms.
Yeah. But it just seems kind of shitty to change up a thing. I kind of understand that, like, if you subscribe and you go to the dashboard or whatever, that those videos are going to be up. But if you don't, I mean, because if you hit the notification, that's like a pop-up, or it's not an email. Sometimes I'll get an email. I'll get emails for Mr. Sark when he has new stuff. But anyway, it just kind of seems like it sucks that you have this format that's working and that people have finally trained viewers to do, and then they like change it on you.
Yeah. And now within the bell, because I think it used to just be subscribe button. So then they changed it. So now there's a subscribe button plus a bell. And now there's more. There's a bell and there's a little pop-up that says all, personalized, or something else. So it's like, just fucking stop with that bullshit and just have a subscribe button and stop fucking with things.
Yeah.
Like, fix the shit that needs fixing and leave other shit alone. But whatever.
I agree.
They apparently know what they're doing. I don't think so.
I don't think that you need to make that assumption, but that's kind of you.
Thanks.
So what were we talking about? Did
Sweaty
we finish
hands.
the humidity thing? Because one thing that does drive me crazy.
It's fine. Go ahead and gesture. Go ahead.
One thing that drives me crazy is if I'm kind of following a thread and then people get off a topic and then they don't come back to it. Like on a show or a podcast or a conversation.
But I kind of get it. If it gets lost, if it's like
not a
if it's like 3 minutes away,
it's not an interesting topic, the humidity and its effect on my mood, but I want to make sure there's closure.
Okay.
That's all.
Fair
but
enough.
I don't know if there was. Anyway, I think it made me cranky. And also I'm clammy apparently now. So that's why. In between in the webbing of my fingers, clam central.
Clam shabam.
That's why I was wiping on the towel back to 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Cool.
How about you? Did you have a nice sleep?
Yeah. I was having some kind of weird dreams too. I think just whenever I'm warm. I don't remember them though. Do you remember your dreams?
You don't ever remember them?
No, I don't remember the ones I had last night.
I remember them when I first woke up, because I woke up super early, probably when the heater went off, and then I woke up again at like 8.
But do you remember your dreams?
I was getting to that.
Oh.
I don't remember. I started to, because then I'll start to remember them later in the day. Like I'll start to remember.
So you don't remember your dreams?
I do. I don't remember all of them.
So what were some of them?
Well, I told you the one about losing Charlie at an agility practice or competition that we're not even doing anymore, and we weren't even really competing. We competed like 2 or 3 times.
Dog agility is where dogs run a course and their human runs them on said course, and they jump over obstacles. They go up things and through things, and
couldn't said it better myself.
commands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go on.
So, yeah, we did that. We did that for quite a few years, mostly just going to lessons with Dustin, and Charlie got into it after a while. It really like took a while to get him out of his shell, and then we got into it, but then he was not good at the competitions, and I didn't push it, and I don't really like to be out there in front of all those people anyway, and he would just like stop and like look around, like assessing the threat level because he's very protective, or he's just he wants to see the layout and see who's
frantic.
here, and
he's just frantic.
but he does that now. I mean, when we like if we try to take him to a park, like when we lived in Katati, or
you
take him
can't
to a big field, like he'll chase the ball a couple times and then he'll stop and kind of go, okay, wait, I need to like look around.
So this freaking dog.
All right, take a breath and then maybe start over.
So this dog is a mini Aussie like blue heeler mix, and he needs exercise, but he is a pain to exercise.
He makes it hard.
You can't throw a ball and he'll chase it. He'll like get it once maybe, and then he'll go hide.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got like all this pent up energy that he just wants to save up and then release explosively when we don't want him to.
Like when people come home or people come over
or anything. Somebody's outside. Yeah, when there's food.
Like I can take him for walks. But it's not like stimulating enough for him. It's good physical exercise, but it's not enough. Like they need to be like chasing a ball or chasing a frisbee or, you know, but it's just hard because he's not super
easy
compliant, and I'm not a super assertive, like I'm not a natural kind of animal person. Like you just have people who are good at, I don't want to say commanding because I don't want it to be like they're little slaves or something, but there's people who just are kind of natural animal leaders.
I think you could say commands. Mm-hmm. Not good with commands.
Yeah, like I'm just not confident, so that has not been a super great combo. But he makes it hard, you know. Or like I take him to the beach and he chases it hard. You know, I mean that one time I think you were probably so mad because when we were in Pacifica, I think when the fires happened, the Tubbs fire, and we fled to Pacifica to be with my mom's boyfriend. And so we were just hanging there until everything kind of cleared. And we went to the beach, and you were like, wouldn't let him off the leash. And I did. And I didn't see the seagulls. And he chased that flock.
That batch of seagulls.
That damn batch of seagulls down the freaking beach to like, luckily there was like a big rock cliff thing where he couldn't go no more, because it was like he would chase them, and I feel like either there were different flocks of them or they would kind of settle and then he'd chase them, so it just kept going, and I'm just running hoping he doesn't run into the water, because it's not friendly surf there. I mean, maybe even more so than our coast here, but
he doesn't listen when he can hear you.
I'm just screaming at him.
He doesn't listen when he can hear you, so the surf was kind of drowning out our screams or your screams.
Yeah.
And he probably wouldn't have listened anyway.
I finally just gave up, and I just thought I have to just run just get to him at the end and then pummel his little ass, which I didn't because it's just like he's a dog. But, you know, it was like, fuck, never again am I letting you off at the beach, even though...
Except you do.
At the beach? When there's no seagulls in sight and no other creatures... When was the last time?
When you throw the ball for him, like every time we go to the beach.
But I have to watch, and
I forgot every time we go to the beach.
It's not that often, and it's a different beach, and there's usually not seagulls there. And if I see a flock of seagulls, like he is on the leash, and that's it, we're done, because he will like probably chase them into the water and die. Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah, it's really fun. Well, shit.
Love
that guy.
Always a fun topic, Charles.
What's the fun stuff we were talking about? He
makes my blood boil pretty much any time I think about him.
Let's go back to the fun times we were talking. No, just talking about weird dreams.
You know, I liked him when we first met. I thought he was okay.
But we don't have to get into this.
But then I got to know him.
It's just gonna make me mad because I already know how you feel about him, so we don't need to like hash it out.
Once you get to know a guy.
I'm having that feeling right now.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. So I don't remember what my other dreams
down.
were because that was just a super anxious dream, is losing him and being like, holding on to a dog that I thought was mine in the dream and realizing this isn't my dog, which should have been obvious because it was like a big white fluffy dog and he's not. Brains are so stupid. You should just do away with them. Don't do that.
Sorry.
It's okay. So you don't remember any of your dreams? I don't remember the rest of mine, but it felt like they were going and going and going.
I don't. I remember waking up warm and waking up like weirded out by a weird dream I was having.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't remember. That's fine.
Don't fall asleep in this room and during this podcast, you jerk. Invest, engage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let me help.
No, get off of me.
So I know I need to like not eat badly and lose weight, but I really want to get a pizza today, kind of.
I want to get another box of donuts.
Oh, those crappy, cheap. I mean, not crappy. They're just cheap.
They're cheap and crappy.
Okay, because you got kind of offended the other day when I said fake donuts.
I just don't like you pointing it out, I think.
But today when I said cheap, you were like, yeah, they're cheap.
They are.
So it's okay for you to say that about your love.
No,
I'm not other people.
You just said that they're cheap and I agreed with you.
I'm just saying. The other day it wasn't okay.
No, you called them crappy. There is a difference. Don't stick your tongue out at me. You called them crappy, I think, or something.
I didn't mean it. I mean, because I was shoving them.
Am I altering my face?
Your voice.
I had my hand under my chin.
It wasn't, quite that. Can you do that face without squishing can you do the fish face? Nope. Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Because it's such a skill to have.
It hurts.
Well, you don't like pinches.
I thought you were going to say you don't like pain. Yeah, I know. Shut up. Is this like a pinching? I have lotion on my face
too,
so it's like slippy.
Pinching of your cheeks.
I used to do it a lot more, maybe when I had a skinnier face. I don't know.
So I could pinch you very lightly. Just this is for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing that. 4 favorite fans out there. We love you. But whenever I have pinched you in retaliation for some kind of bullshit,
I like how you specifically say in retaliation, even though I'm sure there's times where you do it to initiate the conflict.
I'm gonna say
every time you bite your lower lip, that's how I know things are getting. Are getting real.
I'm gonna say it's probably 80% in retaliation.
That leaves 20% you.
20% me
on the offensive.
where I'm on the offensive, but that's probably being 20% generous. Is a fifth. You see what I'm dealing with here?
Don't talk to them directly. Don't look at them. Don't look at them for support. Pinches are awful. I feel like if you punched me, I would take that better. Well, no, don't.
No, not at all.
But like in the arm, like just punch me. Don't.
The thing about you is that you're extremely sensitive to pinches.
Mm-hmm.
Like, see.
Go ahead.
I hadn't even done anything yet, so I'm gonna do a very light, mild pinch. And you're like, cringing.
That was okay.
That was like barely anything.
It was anticipating the pinch. It's fine.
It reminds me of that Rhett and Link, where he's like, Link's trying to be a tough guy, and he's like, Rhett's pinching him, and he's like, no, don't flinch. Yeah.
He's got like a fake beard and like a scar painted on and an eye patch.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good episode.
What is it called? Tough Guy Makeover or something?
Something like that.
It might even be that. We've watched it a few times.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And
that's how I felt when you did it. I was like, oh, that was very Link. Like, like, do it. Pinches are horrible. I've always hated pinches.
I've never really been bothered by them.
Maybe because you don't have, like, fat to be pinched. I don't know.
Fat to be pinched?
I don't know.
Skin being pinched.
Whatever. Potato.
Whatever. Fat skin, same difference. Could you imagine if our skin was fat? We'd be horrifying slug monsters.
I look forward to the day.
I thought you were gonna say, I look forward to that, to when that happens.
No, just when we're horrifying slug monsters. I'm just thinking with all this inactivity during the quarantine. We're turning into... No, we're not. Because we ran up and down the stairs.
Yeah, we got our exercise
We got our exercise. 10 laps up and down the stairs.
Mm-hmm. I might do more. Feeling frisky. Might do more.
You're funny. Feeling frisky. I feel like it was a subtle little brag. I might do more. All right, go for it.
What? What are you talking about?
Bragging that you're going to do more.
Yeah.
Go with it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I know, to these guys, though. I'm trying to impress these guys.
Oh.
This guy. This girl. Probably just Katie.
Just Katie?
Hey, Katie.
That's not very nice.
I'm just kidding.
It's probably just Katie.
Just as in she's the only person.
Okay.
Golly.
So not like when you open the door and see somebody and like, oh, it's just you?
No.
Not like
just
that?
to be clear, it's not that.
Good.
Damn it.
Because that would
What are you doing to me?
Putting you on the spot. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's nice.
Let me tickle the back of your neck.
Thank you. Thanks.
Nice?
I'm sorry that I probably look very weird with this bun because I just washed my hair and I didn't really want to dry it because I'm already hot.
You look fine. Your wispies are just a little crazy.
Oh, it's just I think the way the hair went when I put it up is like it like wet. Parts in weird spots. Like
I think it looks cool.
Like a futuristic bun lady.
Like it's trying to be cornrows or some weird thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Because the way the hair like bunches together and locks
spreads
when it's wet.
in spots. Yeah.
Showing my scalp, my white scalp. Yeah. What were we on? Put on your thinking finger. Pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
You said you like crappy. I mean, you said you like those donuts. What are they? They're not like...
They're basically like Little Debbie donuts.
I was just thinking of Little Debbie during the quarantine becomes Big Deborah or something.
Big Deborah.
Like a double chin.
From all the eating.
Yeah. Pretty funny. So those...
Woo! Pardonnez-moi. That was a stinky one. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. It wasn't.
Put some stank on it. Those donuts are good. I used to eat those more when I was younger until I got older and I would feel like a little bit ashamed if I would go in. I feel like as an adult woman, you get a little more judged, maybe just because I would judge people. If you come into a convenience store and pick up a box of, or like a pack of Pop-Tarts, because that is my bag. That's my bag. Is that what you say? Forgot what the saying was.
That's my bag. That's like
bag,
a saying from the 70s or something.
Well, I was born in 79.
So you
I knew all the sayings when I was 1 year old or whatever. Yeah, my parents made sure
I knew all the lingo.
Hip. Yeah,
I was hip with all the groovy cats. Yeah.
Anyway, so
those are groovy is probably the cringiest word. When you know how people
you're alienating a whole section of people
who say groovy.
Yeah, I guess not. We don't want those people listening.
Some groovy cat is tuning us out right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Unsubscribing. Yeah, so walking into a convenience store and slapping down my packet of Pop-Tarts, it feels it's harder to do at this age.
I feel like you care about what some people think of you, though.
I also,
in that way.
I do, but I also use it to help me go, you don't really need to eat that. It's like the worst thing to put in your body. Like,
but you shouldn't worry about what some, random store person thinks of you. Like, no offense to random store people out there, but like, you probably aren't judging people, right? I'm talking to you, audience, again.
It just feels like, I don't know, like walking into a store and just to get a box of Lucky Charms or something, like, they're not looking
I would do it.
Maybe they are looking at me with respect because this girl, she does what she wants and she don't even care. That's how I need to look at it.
They probably don't care. I mean, it's like when I don't know if this is okay to talk about.
Okay, go ahead and we'll figure it out.
Okay, so it's like when I've bought you your feminine products, and like I don't care, but
because you're not going to use them.
I know.
I'm sorry. I interrupted.
I know, but I
sorry.
feel like if our roles were reversed and if our sexes were reversed, you might be uncomfortable with it because maybe you're uncomfortable buying things. I don't know where I'm going with this. I feel like maybe you're uncomfortable buying things and you worry about what store people think of you or something.
It just feels private, which is why sometimes I'll order that stuff online because kind of like when I was at the
but it's a normal thing.
store
It's
the other
like
day,
buying TP.
I was like, I
like,
guess.
I'm sorry. Do you not poop, Mr. or Mrs. Store person? Do you not have periods and stuff? Do you not have sex or whatever?
I think it's because when I go in to buy feminine hygiene products, it's like, I mean, I could just be buying them for next time, but it's like calling out, because usually when I'm buying them, I am on my period and I'm like calling out like, hey, I'm bleeding right now out of my vagina.
But I don't think people are thinking about that.
Hey, I'm buying these condoms because I'm going to have sex tonight. Like, I don't want you looking at me and thinking that.
I don't think people are thinking about it or worrying about it. I think if
you know they are. You know they look and go, wow, or whatever. I feel like they do. I feel like I would. Maybe that's why. Even though really what I'm not realizing is how many people come in and out of that store and buy that shit. So really that probably just wears off and it's like, whatever, just money in my pocket, Mr. Mrs. Storekeeper.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you were buying like 10 pounds of like vaginal ointment or something, then people might be like a little bit like, what's going on there? But otherwise it's like whatever. It's normal. You know. It's a product in a store that I'm sure they sell on a daily basis. I
think if someone came in and bought 10 pounds of vaginal ointment, I'd think, can you make bombs with those? And I'd like, call that
report
FBI
them.
Or something. Yeah. Or maybe there's just a deal on 10-pound packs of vaginal ointment, and then you'd understand. Yeah.
Cool.
So
cool.
cheap donuts.
Cheap donuts, pizza.
All the way.
We might get a pizza. We should get a pizza tonight.
But it's like a whole
I feel like pizza tonight.
What is that?
Do you feel like pizza tonight?
Oh, it's chicken tonight, right?
I have no idea.
Okay. I just don't like to not recognize a thing. I like to be on the same page. Like, oh yeah, that's from I feel like chicken tonight. Yeah, I don't know what that's from though, but I think that's what it is. But yes, pizza. Pizza tonight.
Stop touching my sock hole.
Wear socks with no holes in them then. And then I won't be tempted.
I don't wanna.
All right. That's fair. I don't understand it, but it's fair. So last time we got a pizza, because it was during shelter in place, of course. I went to the pizza place. They have the tables blocked off so you can't like approach the people. And they just come and they take your card or your cash or whatever. And then they bring your pizza. And then I brought the pizza home. And then we took it out of the box and we threw the box away and then had to bake the pizza again at whatever degrees for however many minutes. We should stop talking about this because I just realized I'm getting hungry. Anyway.
Rebake it because
it's fine. Like, it's not a huge ordeal, but going out made me a little nervous because I'm hanging out and it's right in the little plaza where the
That's why you shouldn't hang out. Just order it and then wait for it to be fully done before you go in and
well, I feel like they told me a time and then maybe they were busier, so it took longer. So, and
we're going to rebake it anyway.
I know.
So you might as well just like give it that extra time.
Yeah.
Just say like, actually, I wouldn't even tell them. Just let them bake it. I was going to say you could tell them like, I'll be there in an hour, but then they might wait forever.
Yeah, I don't want that.
To do it.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, maybe we should do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, pizza, do it. Pizza, yeah, pizza, yeah, pizza. Sorry.
Are you glitching?
A lot. More than you know.
I shouldn't have brought up food because I know that's what causes you to glitch. It's tasty foods.
Tasty, delicious.
My mouth is watering now. Shit.
I can't wait for this to be over so I can go to a donut shop and get some proper donuts. I want to go back to that one place, but it's so
On
ghetto.
Dutton.
It's so ghetto.
What's it
there.
called?
Well,
I think the other
jelly
one...
donut, I think. I mean, there's just...
But I think the one you wanted to go to was closed, so we went to that one as like the backup.
Yeah.
Or the one you wanted to
No,
go
that
to
one's
had bad reviews.
that one's the
that was
good
the
one. Yeah.
Okay,
the other
Holy Grail.
one, the other one is in Sebastopol, and
It was
I've had good experiences there, but I don't know, maybe their business went downhill or
changed ownership or something. Because is it a franchise? Didn't we talk about that?
I don't actually know.
They might just have a couple locations.
It's not really fair for me to say anything about it because I haven't been there in a while. We're just speculating.
I just like to speculate for some reason, which is very irresponsible.
Go see for yourself at the Jelly Donut. The Jelly Donut? No, Donuts and Water, I think is what it's called.
So weird.
The Jelly Donut, I believe, is in Santa Rosa.
There's one in Katati too, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it was that big one that was closer to the school or the one over by the smoke shop and the burger Mike's at the Crossroads.
Yeah, there's one over by Mike's at the Crossroads. And the tattoo shop there. There was one in Santa Rosa that was awesome. I think it was called a Donut Hut. And now it's like a bar or something.
Uh-huh.
But that place was so good. They had such good donuts. I talked with the guy that worked there or that owned the place. He was super nice. So I don't know what the heck happened. But they had really nice donuts. It's too bad.
I thought that place on Dutton was good. Yeah, it was a little bit dodgy, but luckily we got in. There was no line. They didn't have a lot of donuts, but they had a blueberry left. She was like, "Oh, we're gonna have another batch in like an hour." I was like, "Can't wait for that."
Yeah, we can't.
Want to get out of here.
We can't hang out.
There was a guy on a payphone singing into the payphone. Pretty sure he was not on a call.
He was not on a call.
He was like using it as a microphone.
I'm pretty sure he was homeless. And he was singing into a payphone like, "Yeah, girl."
He had a really nice voice, but yeah.
Like singing about having sex with a girl or something.
Oh.
Something like that.
I didn't pick up on that.
And yeah, getting asked for money. And it's like, man, it's only like 10 steps to the fucking donut shop and we've already experienced so much.
But and of course there was no spot that was kind of closer. So it was a bit like, next time I would look for a closer spot.
It's a weird place. I mean, I've been there a lot with Emmanuel. And yeah, every time I think I've gone with him, I remember just it being kind of ghetto, like a lot of hobos hanging around.
It was good though. I'm not a donut connoisseur like you, but I thought they were good. Like I was like, no, I'm not going to have any. And then I was like, oh, I'll have a bite here and there.
Super good.
You're just dying inside. Damn it.
Yeah.
Should have got 5 more. Brandon introduced me to the blueberry donut, which I didn't know existed. I thought you had blueberry bagels and that was it. But the blueberry donut is much better than the blueberry bagel. But I'm not really a bagel person either.
It's a cake donut.
Yeah.
And it's got blueberries in it.
Those are the only ones that mean anything to me.
It's so good.
Cake donuts.
Really? I like the fried ones sometimes. They're like there's like a French kind of twirled one. I don't remember but
I guess I like the twists because they're soft. I don't know. So are those fried?
The twists?
Like when you said twirl, it reminded me of the
There's a round
twists.
donut that is like twisted and it has like pleats or ribs in it.
It's not the one that kind of looks like a cinnamon roll.
Pleats. No.
I don't know. Oh, okay.
I like cinnamon rolls too.
Sorry, I shouldn't have got on this. Yeah, those donuts were good. I like cake donuts.
Didn't have self-control, I would be so fat from I probably wouldn't be alive anymore from all the donuts I would eat.
Well, you
because they're so cheap too. Oh my gosh.
Getting so excited.
Just go spend like $50 at a donut shop and kill yourself off of donuts.
I think that
that's the way to go. Don't jump off a building. If you're gonna commit suicide, sorry, I probably shouldn't be going. But if you're gonna commit suicide, go buy
enjoy yourself before you go.
Go buy like $50 worth of donuts and just
If that's your thing. If your thing is pizza instead, do the pizza thing. Don't do it off of a thing that you're just not that into.
But don't do any of it.
My thing would probably be Twinkies or Pop-Tarts. I like donuts, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But don't do any of it.
Nice.
Call the
You shouldn't have said nice to that. That was not like
I'm sorry.
No, it was just like you're so like good for you, like admiring, like yeah, strong character, strong woman. Yeah.
That's what I like about you. Did I just spit on you?
Maybe a little.
Yeah, but don't kill yourself at all. Call a suicide hotline. Get help.
If you think you're gonna kill yourself,
people
eat the thing you're gonna eat, and then
we already have been over this. I'm trying to.
No, I changed my mind. Like, if you need a reason to go eat 50 donuts.
Yeah, people love you. Don't do it.
Yeah. Good message.
There are always ups, even with the downs.
Dude, there's donuts. If nothing else.
Did you just say dude?
There's donuts. There's pizza.
I do not approve.
I think, be overweight as opposed to, committing suicide. If nothing else.
Yeah, but that won't help your depression.
That's true. But there's healthier, fatty, good tasting food as well. Gluten-free spaghetti's okay. It's okay. No, I like it actually. It's good. But, you treat yourself to a donut occasionally if things are that bad. But yeah, I think the sugar doesn't help your mental state.
No, and just being fat and having acne from that won't help your depression.
It doesn't always happen.
If you're depressed, get exercise, eat healthy. Don't give in to your depression, and that will at least help.
So many mixed messages here.
Yeah. First, just kill yourself with donuts. But don't do it. Eat healthy.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you suffer from depression, you should eat healthy and try. There's a thing Jim Carrey says, because I think he battled with depression, where he's there's some quote out there that says, if you have depression and you're not eating healthy or exercising, and if you're giving into it, you're not even giving yourself a fighting chance. And obviously that's not. Obviously, if you have serious clinical depression and PTSD and other things that are weighing you down, you need a little more than just exercise and healthy food.
Yeah.
But that will at least help you.
It does make a big difference. So I don't know why I talked about pizza, but I also have short-term memory issues.
Endorphins. But you can eat pizza and you can pig out and get some exercise, and still feel good.
But if you're really down in the dumps, it doesn't help.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need outside help. You need, group therapy or individual therapy, or just someone to talk to who's been through it. You need someone else who kind of is a mentor type person, authority figure, whatever, to pull you out of that. Because sometimes for me, it's really hard to just independently be I'm going to eat healthy and then stick with it because I know that that's going to be better for me. I know that academically, but
oh yeah,
I need someone to help me.
Oh yeah, when you're down in the dumps, it's definitely hard to self-motivate. I mean, even if
you just want to listen to sad music and do the stuff that's going to make you sadder for some reason.
Be a blob and eat unhealthily. I mean, even when we were just downstairs, we were playing video games, feeling fine, and I was like, exercise. Oh gosh, it
sounded
can't.
Really horrible. When you mention it, I'm yeah, it's good, but I'm kind of angry at you.
You were angry at me?
No, I wasn't. I'm just every time you mention it
in Halo.
No. Well, okay, now that you brought that up, yeah. No, but when you mention exercise, let's run up and down the stairs a few times, and I'm God damn it! But it's good, And you're gentle and uplifting when you say it, but it's also fucking exercise. Ugh.
Yeah, we need it.
I like walking, but
it helps your body and your brain.
I feel I would walk more if there weren't kind of weird. I mean, God, everyone and their brother was out yesterday. It wasn't even that nice of a day. And this lady who I passed was a lot of dogs out today. And I was I know.
I noticed.
Just people out. Otherwise, when no one's around and they're just all in their houses watching Netflix, it's quite a nice walk. But I would walk, I like super long walks. I always wanted to try, walking from Cotati to Santa Rosa or stuff like that. But it's just dangerous because of the roads, some of the stretches. But
and some of the
I like a really long
ghetto
walk
too, the
yeah,
Joe Bratota or whatever the hell that
Joe
trail.
Rodota.
Joe Rodota. That trail that was like Hobo
Joe
City.
Rodota, Mr. Joe Rododota.
Joe Robodoba, Mr. Robododa.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that, but I wouldn't use the trail.
It used to be such a nice walking trail. I think they've since evicted everyone. But like I remember when I was little.
I think they've moved them to nicer. They have those units.
Well, I remember when I was little, my parents and Nick and I thought I counted myself and then my parents.
Oh, my parents and yeah, I get it.
Me, my parents, Nick and I, and also me went for walks and stuff on that trail.
Sorry, I don't know why I have.
Always. It was such a nice little walking trail. The only part that sucked about it was that dairy farm.
Stinky. I don't know why that bothers you a lot more than it does me. I have kind of like fond memories of it.
I don't mind the smell of a farm, but I think they were bulking up their cattle with like molasses, and their pee smelled sweet. And I don't know about you, but sweet pee makes me want to vomit. The smell of sweet pea is like the grossest.
Because your brain is conflicted?
Yeah, it's like, something I can eat. I would rather just smell normal pee and be like normal grossed out versus like, what am I smelling?
I guess, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sort of like if somebody takes a gnarly pounder and like sprays apple cinnamon air freshener or something.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Hey, was that aimed at me?
That bathroom spray is nasty.
Oh yeah.
I mean, my mom uses it, but
how did I forget that your mom uses it?
I thought you were deliberately doing that as a joke because I was like looking at you like you just did that this morning. Sorry, we can't.
Hey, I didn't take a gnarly pounder. No, but it was a normal one.
My point is pooping and then spraying like this floral or like apple cinnamon. Yeah, you eat apple cinnamon stuff.
Or even
like,
worse.
Why are you putting those together? Because then sometimes if you smell the undercurrent of the poopy and your brain is just like
turning inside out.
Like just that's why I like the incense because it's kind of a neutral smell. It's a non-food
and the little bit of smoke really covers that smell.
Yeah. I mean, lighting a match itself is like enough for me usually, or maybe a couple if it's like a really bad one, but I really appreciate that because it's like a neutral, like, I mean, it's not neutral, it's a strong smell, but it's a smell that I find pleasant, but it's not like related to other pleasant things like, oh, food, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
High five on the same page. Yeah.
Especially like fruit smelling Lysol. That is really awful.
I think that the apple cinnamon bugs me the most, partly because it's so perfumed.
It's like perfumey apple pie with a turd in it.
Yeah. The sheet is like probably rustling.
I'm sorry. I'm kicking a sheet with my foot.
Do you need like a fidget spinner or something for your feet or just something? Because you like to do. What am I doing? I was actually not picking my nose, but picking at it because there's like a weird little spot where I'm getting like a breakout. Like, why does that happen?
Maybe all the crap we've been eating lately.
Not say that.
Not actual
because then that makes me not want to get a pizza.
I want to get a pizza.
We're back to that.
Come full circle.
But what is it about the pizza? Because like I have this cycle where I'm like, and lately it's harder because of the shelter in place, like being home a lot, and then I'm working in the kitchen, which is probably another reason I should be working in the living room, and we should figure out that. Is like I'm too close to food or to beverages or to the kettle or whatever. But nice. It's just gonna ping the wall and come back at me. Ping the door.
No, it'll absorb into the blankets.
Yeah, maybe.
And then we'll have smelly burp blankets.
My favorite. But I have this cycle sometimes where I can eat healthy for like 2 or 3 days. And then like I'm like, I need a friggin' pizza or I need spaghetti and meatballs. I don't know. But what is it about a pizza that like, what is it actually giving you? Because it does feel like a real craving. Grabbing that invisible boob again.
You're weird. She's gesturing again.
Gestating again. Yeah. Why? I think I'm frustrated today because of the weather. It's affecting me, and so there's a lot of my gestures are more aggressive rather than like, presentation type gestures.
Huh. Interesting.
Excuse me. So yeah, pizza, cheese, pepperoni. Damn it! Shut up. Why does it feel like my body needs that right
Are you
now?
telling yourself to shut up?
Actually, no. But the other day when I was,
What is happening
I just
right
heard
now?
myself say no, and it sounded like Scottish, like no, no, Jenny. I don't know.
What?
The other day when I did a yoga, like a half-hour yoga.
You did a yoga?
I did a yoga.
I did
And
one yoga.
Came out. I came out of it like, oh my gosh, I need a bowl of cereal, like sugar cereal. And what it was thirst. Because if I used to get cravings for, and I know I was a little bit dehydrated because I get like this super strong craving for a Pepsi or like one of those sugary Cokes from like the, Mexican food places.
The glass bottled ones.
Yeah. And it would be like such a strong craving. But then if I would just like pound like a pint of water, I would be okay. Fine. But who the frick wants water when you know you have like good cereal in the house? Anyway, but.
That's a weird thing to say. I understand. I understand.
I thought you'd be with me on this.
No, because let me explain how it sounds. Who wants water when you can have this other kind of food? You're comparing a beverage to a food.
Well, it's more
I think that's where I'm getting
lost. It's just more about the craving, like what I was craving versus what I needed. Taste.
I get the Pepsi and water one, but I don't get the cereal and water one.
Because it was a sweet thing for some reason. Maybe when you're dehydrated. I don't know. Because when I got down to the milk, like that's what I think I was really craving, like the sugary milk of it. Like I was like, oh. And I actually didn't enjoy the cereal that much. And I realized as I was like chugging the milk, I should have just had a pint of water and then reassessed my craving. And I probably would have been fine. And I could have had like some vegetables. So learning experience for me.
Cool. Good job.
Yeah. Definitely won't make that mistake again. A little bubble. Heard that? What? Oh, I thought that's why you were laughing.
No.
Anyway, so what could we eat instead of pizza that would be just as delicious and nutrient-ness for our body? Like asparagus with cheese? Asparagus with cheese?
Asparagus. Little inside joke there.
Yeah. And I don't want to shame that person, so I'll keep it on the inside.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Out of respect.
Nice.
But something like...
It's not me, by the way, because I did say thanks.
Yeah, but it's
someone I know.
Yes.
We'll just leave it at that.
But maybe like asparagus and cheese or broccoli and warmed broccoli with cheese. That's probably what I should have, and then I'll get you the pizza. Because that'll work, having a pizza in the house for 2 or 3 days. I definitely won't eat any of that.
Right.
What do you want to talk about? What were we going to talk about? We were going to talk about a thing. Just checking.
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? We were going to talk about a thing. What do you want to talk about?
I really have not had like any caffeine. I had a cup of third calf coffee. That's all I've had. Maybe it was the running up and down the stairs.
You're short-circuiting.
Mom's short-circuiting.
Hey.
Sorry, Karen. You're not really. You're not.
Will end you.
Really?
No.
Wow.
We could talk about another thing, or we could stop. Would you be down with stopping or talking about one more thing?
Sure.
I don't have any ideas.
Okay, cool. Brandon did a cool animation of one of our clips from our episode 5. And you should check it out. Brandon McDonald Art is your Facebook page? How did you get that page?
It just was available for some reason.
Is it different than YouTube and
it's at
stuff
Brandon
like that
McDonald Art.
Oh, okay. Huh.
And it's like my profile pic is like a little coin. Yeah, and we've got the animation up. And I'd love to make more because it's fun. It's a lot of fun, but it took like all day.
Yeah. You spent a lot of time on that for a relatively simple. I mean, simple, I'm not saying simple, but simple. Compared to like what you could have done, or just like the length of time was a minute and a half, minute and 20 or something, you said?
Yeah, a minute and 20.
Mm.
And you got to draw all of it. Like, I don't think I was able to reuse hardly any of them, except toward the end.
Oh.
Because, like, with the frog and toad animations, I can reuse frames.
Mm-hmm.
But not with this one.
But if you do another one, you will be able to, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hopefully.
Because that was the first one for the podcast, so it kind of
makes sense. Yeah. I am excited to make more because they were fun.
Are we boring you?
No.
Okay.
I'm just...
Okay. Did you not get enough sleep?
I think maybe. But...
Well, I don't think we've really eaten...
Yeah, maybe we need a pizza.
I think I shouldn't have brought it up, but maybe we should get a pizza. Okay, we're going to go get Brandon a pizza.
We need a pizza.
Well, Brandon might need a pizza. Yeah, I might have a pizza slice. I might have a pizza.
I might have a pizza.
I'll get my own pizza.
Pizza.
We're going to get a pizza. So, thanks for listening.
Everything.
Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything you do, Katie.
Yes. Keep being you.
Being you. Red. Okay, bye.
Red?
Yeah, it's like a nickname, like Red.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you
Okay, but I don't want to exclude other people who slowly trickle into this, so this is for everyone.
Well, yeah, of course.
All right, bye, kids.
Kids?
I keep trying to make this like a clean end, and then you go like, huh? And this?
What's that? Pizza?
So you sign off, and then don't do that.
The end.
Don't do that.
I'm stuck. Okay. We got this.
We got this so hard. Well, hit the button.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What button?
The stop button.
Is it space?
No. Yes, maybe.
Oh, the stop. Oh, I'm new to this.